I want to go to Sergio Valdez, Mayra's defense attorney. I know you began to have your doubts as to whether your client was really guilty. And did she actually testify from her bed? Because sometimes I'm reading some of these case documents and it's hard to believe some of the stuff in this case. Was she literally in her bed testifying? And what did she ultimately say?
Well, Jane, initially what happened is we had a video conference with the courtroom because we could not get her to the courtroom. The courtroom's on the second floor, and there was no way to get her into the 92nd District Courtroom here in Hidalgo County in South Texas. And so her initial appearance before the court was via teleconference, and it was from her bed where she was at her house.
And what did she ultimately say? Did you help her tell the truth ultimately? Because my understanding is that her sister actually went on the run around the time that she testified.
What initially happened is that Mayra's perspective, somebody mentioned codependence, and Mayra's perspective was that she was going to die anyway, and that she had no quality of life and didn't know how much longer she was going to be around. So from her standpoint, she wanted her other nephews and nieces to have a mother, and so she decided to accept responsibility and cover up for her sister. And she did that for as long as she could tolerate her sister's continued abuse of the other children. And at some point, she just said, enough is enough. I've given her a chance. She's not making the best of it, and so I'm going to come out with the truth. But we knew something was wrong from the very beginning. We went to visit Mayra, and when she told us how it is that she wrote in her statement that the incident occurred, we knew it couldn't be. It just wasn't true.
You're Mayra's attorney. How soon did you confront her and say, come on, honey, you didn't really do this. Tell me the truth.
Well, I'll tell you what, within weeks of getting her statement, in her statement, she said she leaned over the bed, that her nephew was under the bed. She lost her balance and essentially fell on her nephew. And so what we did with Mayra on one of the visits was we said, Mayra, we're going to go ahead and have you reenact that so that we can put you on the edge of the bed. You can go ahead and show us how it is that you went over the edge of the bed, and more importantly, show us how you got up after you went over the bed. And once we went through that exercise of telling her what we were going to do, she basically just broke down and started crying, and we knew that something was wrong, that it didn't happen the way she wrote in her statement, and we knew that something was wrong, and we knew that she was covering up for somebody. It just took us some time to get there.
Here's the breaking news. You won't believe this. Okay, she was 1,100 pounds at the time that she falsely confessed to killing her nephew. She has since, I almost wish we had a drum roll, lost 700 pounds. And she is now 400 pounds. So she has lost 2/3 of her body weight. Sergio, you're her attorney. How the heck did she do that?
Pure will. Once she got past the covering up for her sister, once she realized that she had a purpose in life, that, she got past this, I have no life, and she just had the willpower. And she's been up in Houston for about a year now. She's undergone extreme diets. She's undergone many surgeries. She is walking with the assistance of a walker, and she's undergoing some therapy. But all I can say is great for Mayra, great for her will, and it's nice to know that she is walking with a walker and will soon be rid of that walker and on her own.